Hello, hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Bodied, a Cloud9 fan cast. I'm your host, Havokpus, and I'm ready to go berserk with my co-host, Frozencreek. How's it
Yeah,
going?
um, it was finally time for the memes to show up. The win some and lose some memes, and we were on the
You've
win
won
some side
some.
both times this week. So I'm doing pretty good. Before we jump into things, it's Super Bowl week this week. Who do you got?
I'm pushing for the Bengals because the Bengals, they played with a lot of heart in their I think the last couple of games in the playoffs. And plus, one of their players is dedicating the game to Harambe.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah,
And he's right. We need to dedicate this game to our fallen comrade, Harambe.
yeah. I mean,
May he rest in peace.
the world went to shit as soon as he got killed.
He was the
So
catalyst. I think I 100% wholeheartedly believe that his death was the catalyst for throwing us into the dark timeline.
yeah, so I have to imagine that is Cincinnati winning is gonna cure our curse and lift us from 4 years of absolute mayhem in this world. So, but besides that, I don't know who I'm cheering for. Matthew Stafford is playing for the Rams, and I have a soft spot for my boy. It would be nice to see him win a Super Bowl. So
You're conflicted.
I'm conflicted. I'm just hoping for a fun game because the playoffs were super fun
Yeah, honestly,
o-
that's all you
overall.
can hope for. Everyone just has a nice fun game.
Yes, and no one gets hurt, something like that. But
Some garbage about not having anyone get hurt.
yeah, but I guess speaking about this weekend, not only is it the Super Bowl, oh, we got quite a lot of stuff going on.
That's right. Yeah, we Cloud9 has been busy little bees, and it's been pretty fun. I guess the esports season is starting to really pick up steam. Um, we got the Wild Rift team was able to qualify for their first major after placing like third, fourth. They lost the Sentinels, but then they beat Enemy in the series qualifier, but then they lost the Immortals in like the next round. Uh, I didn't get a chance to watch the Wild Rift team, but it's great that they're moving on to their first major. I think that's gonna be really good, and hopefully the team can at least place fairly highly.
Yeah, I'm not sure when that is. I probably should have looked. I looked up a ton of other stuff,
Yeah.
but good for them. Do they still have a what's his face in jungle?
Oh,
Do you know?
Tarzan. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. It's a, a small enough game that it doesn't matter at all. So I'm not too concerned. But and any W is a good W. So we'll take it.
I agree. Any W is a good W. That's for sure. Um, we also just have some little teensy tiny like shout outs. The Halo team will be participating in DreamHack Anaheim this weekend. The Halo team is fire right now. So if you want to support the Halo team and all the stuff they do, please definitely watch their match and
Yeah,
their tournament run.
yeah. I have to imagine that they're going to be favorites for this. I'm not entirely sure when they play as of now, but you should be able to find all that information online if you are interested in looking for it. This is their first big event, so I'm hoping they show up.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And I think they will. It's I think it's a thing of they are such a good team right now. I think there's no question that they will perform well. Um, I would assume that they have to be like rank one, right?
I have to imagine. I haven't.
I would put them at rank 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the whole Halo scene and who's going to be there and such. So I guess I don't know enough, but I have to imagine that they would be favorites.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. But I'm excited. If I can catch some, I don't know when it is specifically, but if I can catch some and kind of watch the team play, heck yeah, I'll uh I'll try to see if I can watch because they're a good team and they deserve the views.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just reopened up a website that has it.
Oh, sick.
Okay, so there's 3 days. That's all I got.
Okay. Well,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, starting early mid afternoon for us East
Sunday,
Coasters,
Sunday, Sunday.
around noon for you mid coasters, and then in the morning for West Coasters.
Just remember, you'll, you'll buy a ticket for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
God damn it. I hate it. Or that's only for the Valorant page though.
Yeah, no, this is true. Yeah, true. Speaking of Valorant, though, the team is going to be playing in the VCT Challengers series, stage 1. This is the one that they, I believe, auto qualified for due to their performance. I think in Berlin, I think, and how they performed. There.
Yes, that sounds right. So they're playing a couple times this weekend. Their first game is gonna. Oh no, this is a long term tournament. I think they only have one game this weekend.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so they play 100 Thieves tomorrow, so Friday, I believe. Starting at 3 p.m. Central Time, so 4 p.m. Eastern. Right? 2 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. uh West Coast.
I like these conversions.
Yeah. Oh, talking about West Coast time, I think I'm moving to LA, so I will
Oh,
have
this is
to get.
exciting. I didn't know
Yes.
this.
Yeah. So my girlfriend got accepted to UCLA for grad school. And
Yo.
we're supposed to be going out at the end of July, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, so the cool thing about it is that her really good friend from high school works at Riot.
Oh, nice.
He does like play testing stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and where he lives, he recommended that we should live because I guess it's by campus too, but it's like a mile walk from the LCS studios.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping to, if we're close, I could go down each weekend and watch a game or two.
Oh, that would be sick. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I probably should have left that for the beginning, but it felt appropriate right now.
Exactly. But that's awesome.
Yeah, so as that develops, I'll keep you in the loop. But yeah, I'm gonna be a West Coast bro.
You're gonna be one of those West Coast bros. And it's just to be like, bro, it's just this place has changed.
Yeah, man.
This place has just changed.
Back in my day,
Which was like a
a
week
few
ago.
months ago.
Back in
Yeah,
my day,
exactly.
a week ago.
Yeah, so I'm hoping I'll be able to go and watch stuff live.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
If you can,
digress.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like playoffs and stuff. But I digress. So yeah, they play once this weekend. They have 2 games next weekend. They're in Group A, so you can find that schedule online. I found it through Esports. It's out there.
Heck yeah.
I think that's it for other esports. Um,
I think so.
yeah, Academy played last week. They went 0-2 versus Golden Guardians Academy and 2-0 versus EGA. That was the first week with their roster. So that is Darshan, Malice, Copy, King, and Isles.
Yeah, the first like academy matches with our actual academy roster was kind of interesting. I think that it definitely looked like we definitely needed some time to kind of build up synergy because that Golden Guardians match, Malice was really struggling to
Yeah, I heard it was rough.
it was really low. Like we were just getting stomped. It was really hard to watch. Um like he would like to the team's credit, they were really trying to make plays even when they were down. And I think that's something that is a really valuable kind of trait. You know, you don't see too much of. So I think that that's a really admirable thing that you can be like, hey, you know, you tried to do a thing even though you were kind of down in you know, the score. So I think that is really admirable. But they just got crushed. They looked really awkward together. They really picked it up in the Evil Geniuses game though, because they oh they whooped them.
Yeah, I didn't actually see this one, but it did seem like a big redemption story.
Yeah, so Malice basically like he played Karthus jungle one game, and
Oh, nice. Very
he crushed
yeah,
it. Like
very like him.
he he was doing a lot of work. He was getting so many kills. It was awesome to watch. Um, everyone else looked really good. You know, I think King looked way better that game than he did in the previous game where he was you know when he was like the first game he played with Malice, it looked really awkward, but it seems like they built up, you know, a lot of you know, more synergy in even
Yeah.
just in that short period of time. So it was really nice to see them kind of bounce back after a really rough loss to play really well. So that was really nice to see. I believe they're going into a super week for this week. So they're actually
Yes.
playing tonight as of this recording against Team
Hmm.
Liquid Academy.
So
Tomorrow on Thursday they're going to be playing against Immortals Academy, and then on Friday they're going up against FlyQuest Academy.
yeah, I will say I've never seen a post game thread for an academy game so
It was
active
so.
and toxic, but active.
Yeah, like usually we don't really care that much about Academy, but with this, everyone's just like, "Give me Malice's head, and I want it now." But he did
Eh,
kind of redeem himself
Yeah,
in the game after that.
some dude apparently created like 10 accounts to shit on Malice and
Yeah,
LS
which
or something.
that's messed up. Don't do that. That's
Yeah,
come
don't be that
on.
guy.
At that point, it's like, dude, go touch grass. Like,
Go like enjoy some
yeah,
is
you're like it's like at
something
that
for
point,
once.
that's just highly unnecessary. Like you don't need to do that.
Yeah,
It's so pointless.
it was exceptionally weird, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not always like that. Though I do kind of enjoy when people actually talk about the academy games because every time I go in to a post game thread, it's always like completely dead. It's like me and two others,
No,
and
yeah,
they're
I
like,
think it
"Oh yeah, rough game today."
I think at least this will give Academy some much needed you know, like some much needed um visibility.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that at the very least we'll get to see some really nice, you know, some more engagement with people who are looking to watch Academy. So I think that's great.
Yeah, and speaking of watching Academy, as you were alluding to, we do have a super week this week. What did you say? Who we were playing?
Yeah, yeah, I broke that
Oh,
down
okay.
already.
Well, oof, whoosh. So
Just drop the ball on that
I,
one.
I hope it's a good week for them. I'm not sure who's on each roster. TLA, I guess, could hypothetically play Core JJ if they wanted to, couldn't they?
I think so. What's the deal with Core JJ? I
They're waiting on his
completely
green card still.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. I was like completely out of the loop on like, where's Core JJ? Why is he not playing?
Yeah, they're just waiting on his green card at this point, I
I
think.
see,
So
I see.
here I can pull this up. Eventually. So we have TLA, Immortals, and Fly. Fly sucks, Immortal sucks, and TLA is tied for third.
Okay.
So not a bad week.
Yeah, I think at least the Academy team should get a
Arrow
nice.
is playing still.
It's weird that he's still here.
Diamond, Tomo. So some old boys, old Cloud9 boys and old boys in general.
Yeah.
Meaning Arrow. So I do like the chances this week. They do get a full week of practice. I have to imagine that is going to be good news for them. Did you hear the rumor that Malice like had a 6 level advantage on Blabber in a scrim?
I did hear that. Um, which is really
Wild.
which is really crazy that he was able to do that.
Yeah, it's wild. I I guess I'd have to see the game. I assume that he was getting like shit on and he was soft inting too at some point because that is not normal.
No, yeah, it's probably I know Malice is like a very like heavy farm oriented jungler. Um, so I could definitely see him just like farming the crap out of uh just farming the crap out of the jungle
Yeah,
and you
but
know.
not important. I think we do have enough experience to have a good week this week. I'm hoping to catch a game or two. I'm gonna miss tonight's game, possibly watch tomorrow's, and I need to actually go back and watch replays of them because weekdays are busy for me, and I do like to watch them. So that's my pledge this week is to watch two matches.
Will Frozen watch 2 matches? Find
I'll
out next time
I'll
on Dragon Ball Z.
or when I would watch it is generally in the morning, but LPL starts back up again tomorrow. They've been on Chinese New Year break, so always tough.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And tomorrow is yeah, nothing great. Rare Atom, IG, W, and JDG. Oh, I know we don't get that Legend PP God till Friday, so
You'll have to watch the PP God game. He's your favorite.
oh, of course, great game. PP God. I can't think of. Oh yeah, the Hot's top laner, and then whomever the mid laner is. I can't think of who it is,
Well,
but highly recommend. Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong team, but Bill Uzi might be playing this week on Friday.
ooh.
How they were doing it. Apparently, Uzi never plays until Chinese or until after Chinese New Year, so
It's really weird.
he might be playing this week. Doggo's been like hard carrying Billy Gaming, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but that would be hype.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if you're gonna tune into anything, that's the one.
Anyway, we need to get back on track here and talk about Cloud9 things. Um, so we had 2 games over the weekend, Frozen, And
Yes, we did.
but before we kind of talk about the games, I'm just kind of curious, what was your expectations like going into uh like going into the games? Like, were you nervous? Like, what were you thinking was going to happen?
I didn't get to watch the first game live, so um, I honestly didn't really have a lot of expectations.
Mhm.
Um, I was interested to see how draft went. I didn't expect any like curveballs like we got, but um,
Yeah, I didn't expect that either.
it wasn't the biggest surprise, I guess, but it was pretty damn close.
Yeah, I think that how we went about draft was really interesting. And one thing I will say, it looked like, or it felt like, LS really likes to, he really likes to flex picks a lot. So at least from what I noticed, it looked like he was really trying to keep the, he was trying to keep the draft fairly flexible for as much as he could, and then use like sort of his last couple of picks to really, kind of flip the draft around on whoever we were playing against and make them have to scramble to try to adapt to it. And I think that was really interesting. That was a really nice touch. I really was not expecting Fudge to play Ivern mid of all people.
Yeah,
because
me neither.
that
I
was a
saw it.
pick that just came completely out of nowhere. And I had no idea that they would do something like that. I didn't even know that was a possibility.
Yeah, I saw it pop up, and I thought it was some Jan and Smite top tech. Oh, when I
Yeah.
first saw it, so I wasn't really sure what to expect, but it makes sense. With his empowered auto attacks from the bush plus his shield, like he can't really push as hard as a Victor does, but he can hold his own. It especially if Daisy's up.
Yeah. I was surprised at how much he actually wave cleared because I know the cast were talking about like, oh yeah, once Victor gets his empowered laser, it's over, it's done. Just look out. And then Fudge just summons Daisy and puts a shield on her, and then the whole wave just blows up. And it's like, well, so much, so much
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
and they're like, oh yeah, the Victor is gonna outscale the um. The, was that the Jin game, the first game,
I
or
can't
was it?
remember. 'Cause I think,
Yeah, So they're running Jin that Renekton and they're like, if GG doesn't or if GG can stall this game out, they have a lot of scaling on their side. And I'm like, I don't know about that. It's a strong Aphelios with a an
yeah,
Ivern and its own
Aphelios and
next to her.
Gwen, uh, Aphelios Gwen with two enchanters plus a Gnar.
Yeah.
That like full builds, that's really hard to deal with, like, and they showed the power of that team comp when they were all grouped up. Like, Golden Guardians could not do anything. I think to Golden Guardians' credit though, they did try and adapt to the game by basically just forcing Cloud9 to constantly be trying to split push and be separate, because there were a couple of times where like Fudge and Summit kind of got picked off, and that was because they were just pushing too much into sideline by themselves. Um, but I think what was really just fascinating about this first game was that we we stuck to our win condition of, as long as you play 5v5 and scale, to your to the sweet spot, to the sweet point where you're definitely more powerful than the other, you'll win. And then we did exactly that.
Oh yeah, and all it took was Berserker getting like 2 items.
Oh yeah, like I was really impressed just by how Berserker played this weekend. I mean, he showed off, especially in the Evil Geniuses game. He showed off some insane just 80 carry mechanics. It
Oh
was,
yeah.
especially in that last, like the last fight in the Evil Geniuses game, where he Blabber's GA is popping, so he goes to the minion wave to keep his chakram stacks up and to reset the fight because he knew that when Blabber's up, they're fighting again and they can win. Um, that was something I don't think I've ever seen anyone do before.
Or yeah, to have like the presence of mind to go out and to keep the chakrams up and then
Yeah,
blow up
yeah.
Victor in 2 shots
Yeah, yeah,
to
exactly. I think
500.
that was brilliant.
And leading up to that play, he even drew out Danny's flash just by gale forcing into him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is
That was
huge.
huge too. I think that looking at this roster, we have like some really smart players. I really actually am starting to really like Fudge in the mid lane. He seems really comfortable and available to play these enchanters support mid laners, which I think if you had perks or maybe maybe perks would do it, but like not perks necessarily, but if you had like another mid laner, they may say like I'm not going to play that, you know, because they want to play something more, I guess, meta and where they can maybe carry. Um, but Fudge playing Ivern and Soraka is pretty bold, and I think Fudge is really good at communicating in game, and he seems to know exactly what his team needs. So it seems like him playing in the mid lane was really unlocking Blabber to do stuff because it seems like there may be more like give and take and more of a, like a team oriented kind of approach.
Did you see the blabber or the the, the shit on blabber thread on Twitter
I saw that. It was
with
hilarious.
uh it with Jensen, Niski, and Perks?
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah, it was. Um, but oh yeah, I'm still not entirely sure where I'm at with Fudge mid. Laning's never really been a strong suit, even in top lane.
No, he's always definitely been he's been like a team fighter.
Yeah,
Uh,
like a mid to late game
yeah, like
person.
he's good at playing around his team and playing with his team, which I think is his strength, and that's why you got so good. Is even if he's at a little bit of a farm disadvantage, his mechanics and how he knows how to play with his team more than makes up for that.
Yeah, and I think I'm not sure if you want to go to it quite yet, but this week's going to be a good test of that on Saturday. But or I guess what would your highlight of the week of last week
There's
be?
so many to choose from. I think it's that Berserker play.
Yeah, that was pretty hype.
Yeah, I think that everyone played well, and I think the team just looks so together already, which is kind of crazy. Um, you know, and you wouldn't think that. Like I was expecting us to struggle because it's, you know, you have jet lag and there's a language barrier and they haven't
And NA
had much
solo
playing
queue.
time and all of that. But the team looked so ready and together, not only against Golden Guardians, but against Evil Geniuses, who's a big a team that's an actual threat. Like the Evil Geniuses is like being looked at as like they're like one of the top 4 teams in the LCS, like from how they play in Lock and everything. Uh, so I think getting this win against them is really big, and I think it's really great to see that we've done really well with just a little bit of time.
Yeah. My okay, so I have like 3 favorite moments, I think. The first one in no particular order was Blabber running down Victor on Nidur's tower
Mm.
in the EG game. He just hit alt and just killed him for no reason, just because he could.
Oh, that was hilarious. Like he
Yeah,
thought like, ah, oh, you can't dive me, but then he keeps getting healed. And
and
he's like he's just, oh
he was like,
no.
"Fuck, I can." So that was a funny one. I thought that when EG tried to focus Summit on Nar, or no, that was GG. Try to focus Summit on Nar with Jin All with Yumi and Kiana, and he dodged a ton and it, you have stuff and still survived, so we could get Elder Drag.
Yeah, yeah, that was really cool.
And then Blabber's 1v3 triple kill on Gwen. Super hype too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
By
That triple kill really
Dragonflight.
put us ahead in that game.
Yeah, and once he got that, it was game over.
Yeah, it was basically game over. Yeah, yeah.
Because
There
you can't
were
stop a Fed
yeah
Gwen.
there were a lot of really sick moments throughout the weekend. But looking at this weekend, we have two really fun games.
Yeah.
We play Team Liquid and Immortals right before the Superb Owl.
Yeah. Obviously, the highlight is our match against Team Liquid. I think last week's Enchanters are going to be an interesting development to how the meta plays out. Like Bjergsen obviously plays Zillion, which is something he's gone away with for way too long. So I'm not sure if LS has a counter to that, or if he's just going to play Ivern or Soraka or something and just say, well, we can do it too, kind of the thing.
Yeah, I could definitely see us just banning Zillions. We wouldn't have to deal with it.
And I think it's going to be interesting to see how that pick and ban phase goes, because we're on blue side, so they're pretty much automatically going to have to ban probably Karma, Caitlyn, Zeri, Olaf. So there's enough picks there that Soraka, Ivern might get through, and I'm not sure if they're just going to try and out team fight them via Berserker. What the top lane matchup is going to look like, and how Blabber fits into all of that too.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough game because they just have so many weapons to kind of use. I think that the best approach might be make sure Bjergsen doesn't get on like a Zillion or something, obviously. And I think just maybe make sure Whippo and their bot lane don't get ahead. Because I think Bjergsen is fine with going even. There's
Yeah,
definitely, I think, going to be a big focus on the top lane matchup, because LS has even said that Whippo is probably going to try to get into like a mechanics war with Summit. So I think if we can kind of make the matchup easier for Summit and take some pressure off of him, I think that would be really appreciated, and he can actually do more and not be at such a deficit. And then I think if we can get Berserker ahead, the game is over, because I'm pretty sure Berserker will not lead us astray.
I think so too. It's going to be fun to watch him and Hansama. I think that they have the obvious edge in lane, just because Winsome and Berserker are so young, and Hansama was like 20, 23 or something. I guess it depends who they're going to pair at support with him too.
Yeah.
But I think as long as they don't get like Kiana'd and killed two or three times, like it Winsome did on Sona, just because it's Sona, then I think that we should be in good shape that game. But I'm interested to see if TL is going to come in and try and match us with enchanters, or if they're going to come in with something to counter that, and what our plan is to do to counter their counter.
I could actually see a world where the bans are just a lot of enchanters, and so many enchanters are taken off the board, just due to people kind of expecting LS to go that route, or to do something to kind of tilt it that way. I could definitely see that happening. So it'll
Yeah,
be interesting to see for sure. I think that one thing that LS is very good at is leveraging, like looking at a lot of permutations of drafts and seeing how a team might attack it. So he's already wowed us, I think, from week one with like, this is how things are going to go. Look at how big brain we are and look at everything like that. So I think that it's going to be interesting to see how he attacks this for sure. Um, I think we for sure have the edge bot lane, especially if Ayla is still playing. I think Berserker and Winsome are a cut above, so I think that we should at least have one role that's super good.
Oh yeah, and I guess it's going to come down to draft and how it enables junglers too. Like, are we going to see Blabber on Lee Sin, maybe a Xin Zhao, maybe even a Jarvan or something? So maybe Summit just plays Nara again.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see.
I
I,
I wonder how Gwen does in to Zillion too. Because like you could do a what's her face, the ADC that dives in.
Samira?
Yes. Could you do like a Samira, like Gwen
Oh wait, no,
mid
you're thinking of
Nar? No, I'm thinking of yes, Samira. She jumps in and like Katarina alts.
okay, yeah, that is Samira. I thought you were
Yeah.
thinking of Kaisa when you said jump in, she jumps in
Oh, I guess it could
with
be
her
either of
ult.
them. Yeah, I guess it could be either of them. But maybe they go like Samira, Gwen, Nar, and just play dive. Um, is the counter to enchanters like dive, or is
I
it
don't know.
damage over time kind of thing? So I don't know. I'm not sure if Tails going to try and match us in that kind of battle. I wonder who else they have this weekend. Uh, on Sunday they have FlyQuest, so they can focus a lot of energy on Friday's match too, because we have Immortals, which they aren't the best either. So I don't know. What do you feel about the the Immortals progressive match?
Mortals progressive.
They're
I
tied
don't
for last at 0-2.
I don't feel two ways either way about it. I think it'll be I think it'll basically be a pretty open and shut game. Though I guess we could maybe see them do something crazy and unexpected. I think this should be an easy game for us to win. Um, I think our players are just our team is just better.
Yeah, I think so. I guess the matchup to watch there is probably the mid lane. If I were the coach of this team, I think I would go into the matchup with Power of Evil and play a control mage matchup and let Fudge flounder and learn from it. It's the second week, so there's not like anything bad from it, and hopefully Berserker and Summit and Blabber can carry the game. But I think it would be a really good experience for Fudge to play a control mage matchup with
Yeah,
PoE.
yeah. I think that'd be a good idea to get him to get him to try out other stuff and to see where he's at on stuff like that. So I think that it'd be like a good practice game. Um,
Yeah, I don't. I can't imagine that's what the plan is going to be, but if I were coaching, I would do that.
yeah, yeah, I could see that. I'm also interested in just the Blabber Xerxes matchup. I think that would be really interesting.
Yeah, I think the main highlight between those two is when Blabber shit on Xerxes as Talalia. I think
Oh
one of them
yeah,
was Talalia, and I think Xerxes missed every skill shot or
I think I
something.
remember that.
Yeah, it was sometime last year. I can't think of when it was, but Blabber shit on Xerxes. I always liked Xerxes, so it kind of sucks, but He's getting paid, so I guess it works
He's
out.
getting paid, exactly.
So what is your prediction for the weekend then?
I think we could easily 2-0. We may lose to Team Liquid if Team Liquid like super hard prepared and they get some draft advantages and we maybe make some mistakes in game. But I think a 2-0 is fairly reasonable, especially with how we played last week.
Yeah, I have to imagine that Team Liquid is probably favored for that first game, but I think I'm just most interested to see how draft plays out. That's probably going to be where we know how to feel about the game. In the past, we've kind of just been neutral, trading out meta picks and stuff. So seeing a coach who's willing to try new things is always fun.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's really great that he's really kind of pushing the boundaries for what you can do for draft. So I think it's really exciting, and everyone else seems to reflect the same thing because everyone wants to watch the Cloud9 games.
Oh yeah. I'm really surprised that there's been so much positive feedback from people who are in and outside of the scene, like just to watch Cloud9 play. Double F was talking about how he only watched Cloud9 this week. Katie Drill was like, "Oh yeah, I only watched Cloud9." So no, it's all good news.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see how the rest of the season is gonna go. We started on a really good note, so I'm really hoping we can end on a good one as well.
Yep. Here's to another weekend of Berserker going off. He did get robbed from Player of the Week
Yeah,
too.
100%. He got robbed for
Bullshit.
Player of the Week. He should have got Player of the Week.
Yeah, Deathless hard carry two games in his first ever week in LCS. It's bullshit, but that's okay. He'll get plenty
He'll
more
get more
chances to
chances.
do it, and FBI won't. So it's okay. But yeah. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that's all, at least for me.
All right. Well, until next week.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.